scared me, and it scared my family, and I just feel really lucky that I'm here at the NFL draft. And W, like the Pepsi of pro wrestling, WWE's like the Harvey Weinstein of pro wrestling.
Tony Khan described AEW as Pepsi in their battle with WWE, so that should mean that they're taking on Coca-Cola, but no. Tony Khan says they're going up against Harvey Weinstein. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Forget about AEW being Pepsi. Tony Khan is on coke. He's always on coke. He's always drugged out his eyeballs. And I think he's doubled down in this latest ESPN interview. They were quite clearly embarrassed. The presenters there didn't even know how to handle this. The guy is talking about AEW trying to be a competitor. He's talking about AEW being Pepsi, the underdog. So we assumed that he was going to compare WWE to Coca-Cola. And then he says WWE is the Harvey Weinstein of professional wrestling, this big, evil empire. And it's like, it would be one thing if he compared McMahon to Harvey Weinstein. That would, first of all, that would be bullshit. But I mean, I think that's one thing. But to compare WWE and everybody involved in WWE to Harvey Weinstein is ridiculous, especially when Chris Jericho was like the latest guy in wrestling to be alleged with some creepy shit that Tony Khan hasn't come out and acknowledged. So yeah, just Tony Khan embarrassing himself one day at a time. If his selling on Wednesday wasn't enough, if the ratings on Thursday weren't enough, maybe this appearance on the NFL ESPN show is enough, because it's 3 days in a row now where Tony Khan has took an absolute tanking.
He has took an absolute tanking. He's lost the plot. I mean, we've heard people in recent weeks, months say, oh, it's like WCW 2001 and 2000. I never thought it was, but the more the weeks are going by and days, it's quickly turning into an absolute shit show.
It's like WCW.
It's spiraling out of control.
It's 2001 WCW, but without stars.
Tony Khan's the biggest fucking star they've got. It's a mess.
At least WCW in 2000, 2001 still had fucking legends in the business, still had men that looked like wrestlers.
People are like, oh, but it had people like Hogan going into business for himself. I wish Hogan was going into business for himself in AEW.
Fuck. Oh, but now we have Jack Perry going into business for himself. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's allegations at Vince McMahon. But they condemn the whole company. It's like Vince McMahon, right, and Chris Jericho are as guilty as each other right now. Because guess what? They've not been found guilty of anything. Jericho won't be, right? Because it's not going to a court case. But see, McMahon, is Tony Khan going to issue him an apology if he gets found not guilty? Of course he's not.
No, definitely not. I mean, you look at the evidence against McMahon, there's nothing really there.
No, just like the AEW ratings. There's nothing there.
It's non-existent really. So, I mean, Tony Khan I didn't expect him to come out and say that.
No.
When he says AEW's Pepsi, I just assumed that he was going to say WWE's Coke.
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
Or like AEW's Burger King and WWE's McDonald's.
Yeah.
That'd be like him saying, "Aye, we're Burger King, we're a Whopper, but WWE is Jeffrey Dahmer." It's like, what?
Yeah, he seemed to have lost a lot.
Or you know, or we're I don't know, like we're Burger King. We're a McChicken sandwich at a Burger King, but WWE they're Hitler. It's like, where's the comparison?
No, but see WWE, right? I think it actually does. I think it blurs the lines perfectly, right? Seeing you listen to like The Rock when he's on a talk show, or like the Pat McAfee show, right? And they blur the lines between what's real and fake. Fake, can't say fake, just dead. I think they do it quite well. See, when Tony Khan here is talking about how he nearly died and his family feared for his life on Wednesday because he took the Tony Khan driver.
The Tony
Khan. No. Do you see the way he's hanging on to the box, though? It didn't look natural. He was like bear hugging him.
With legs?
Aye. His suit, it was like too big for him.
Yeah,
no, but see
even the way he's lying planked out, like.
But see when Undertaker's doing Tombstone, see the guy taking the Tombstone. It doesn't look like he's hugging them.
No,
it looks like he's taking a maneuver. Tony Khan, man, the guy's
hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, hanging on for dear life. Eric Bischoff responded to this and he said, "All while this creepy little fuck and his spirit clown at Dave Meltzer whine like about tribalism." So Eric Bischoff's getting stuck in.
I like Eric.
I hate Conrad Thompson. He was sticking up for AEW the past week.
Conrad Thompson legitimately is the reason I no longer listen to wrestling podcasts, because he's on every single
He
fucking
stinks
one.
to join it, man.
He's on Eric Bischoff's podcast. He's on Ric Flair's podcast. He's on Mick Foley's podcast. He's on Jim Ross's podcast. I mean, fucking 4 guys I would like to listen to, but I can't because I refuse to listen to. And it's not even like he's just there to edit. He actually does the majority of the talking. And everything with Conrad Thompson is so like formulaic and planned out. He's got all these different little segments ready. I mean, fuck that. I like when the podcasts are just shooting the breeze and it's organic. Like, why is he on every single podcast? The only podcast that he's not on is Chris Jericho's, but I want nothing to do with Chris Jericho in 2024, so like, that's no good to me.
No, it's not good.
Fuck Conrad Thompson.
Yeah, fuck Conrad Thompson. I mean, Tony Khan. I mean, there's people saying that WWE are going to sue him for these comments, for like defamation and all that good stuff. I mean,
I wouldn't even give them the attention.
No, I wouldn't. They've got they've got so much money. It's like they would have the only way I would back it is probably like if they sued him to like if they sued him to such a degree it meant AEW ceased to exist. But here, I'm liking the meltdown. I don't want it to end. I want it to be slow and painless.
Tony Khan's got money,
paying
though.
full, even not paying less.
They're going to put him out of business.
No, they're not going to put him out of business. But the guy's lost it. I mean, JD from New York said it's 2 steps forward but 14 back for Tony Khan.
Is it really 2 forward?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's 2 side steps.
I don't know where they're getting the 2 forward.
He's another prick, by the way.
What was that guy, like LaGrega? What's he called?
Dave LaGrega.
Yeah, he said he came out and blasted the show and footage a couple of weeks ago, but now it's great. And Tommy Dreamer was saying it's great. Oh, they've created a star in Jack Perry. No, the fuck. How did they create a star in Jack Perry? The views are shite.
Let's see the ratings next week.
No, let's see.
Big Jack Perry. Let's see how they respond to this.
No, right.
The video clip of them taking out Tony Khan doesn't even have 500,000 views.
Yeah, right. This is why I think it's a mess, though, right? They fired CM Punk for getting in Tony Khan's face, and then showed the footage, and then less than 2 weeks later, the guys who are made out to be like the victims of the CM Punk thing are attacking the true victim.
And that just tells you wrestling's fake.
Yes, and it makes no sense because you actually had the Young Bucks, right, and Jack Perry saying, "Oh, what CM Punk did that day could have, sent our company out of business." And then 2 weeks later, they're attacking the owner of the company that CM Punk was going to attack at Wembley. So why
is
is
not put AEW out of business?
Yeah, no.
Wait, that's
how can no one see that though? People are just seeing it as because like, oh, Tony Khan's like, selling's awful, right? But to me, that's not even the biggest problem. That's just the tip of the iceberg. It's everything underneath it. It doesn't make any. That would be like McMahon, right? Firing Austin, his biggest star, for like getting in his face backstage, then showing the footage.
Packing that Michinoku beat him up or something.
Aye, yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense. Tony Khan, he's awful, man. And you've got him like talking about Harvey Weinstein, and he just can't keep WWE at his mouth. It's pathetic. And like these guys at the NFL are like burying him at the same time.
Yeah, I think they're embarrassed to actually just be sitting with him.
No, they are, and it's like he's sitting in the neck brace, but he's not selling the neck brace. It'd be like walking down the street with crutches, but like walking and not using the crutches. Like, what's the point? What's the point, Tony? There's no point. And I just, what does the future hold? What's he going to do tomorrow?
Who knows? Who fucking cares? Collision's on tomorrow. What's going to happen? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
I mean, WWE is the Coca-Cola. It will always be the Coca-Cola.
Well, not according to Tony Khan. It's the
Harvey Weinstein, but
Tony Khan's the real Coke, though.
He's
up to his eyeballs in Coke.
Yeah, and I mean, Tony Khan can say what he wants, right? But I mean, he at the end of the day is the guy that got that woman to sign an NDA against Jericho. So we'll never fucking know what happened.
He also got Punk to sign an NDA.
Yeah, so we'll never know what happened
for something the Young Bucks done.
Yeah, so, I mean, the guy doesn't really...
For a guy that's so clean and nice, why is he getting all these people to sign NDAs if there's no shady shit going on?
Yeah. So Tony Khan, I mean, honesty is the best policy, and Tony Khan doesn't really seem to have it.
Nope.
He just has firing shots at WWE in abundance. But anyway, guys, that is where we're going to leave it. We'll be back very soon, because no doubt Tony Khan will do something stupid soon. So until then, peace.